How's it going, everybody? Back here with the Gregtech 6.05.03 and 04 updates. There was a bug fix for Friday, and that bug fix was to add the ability for Greg saplings to be in a forestry farm, because they most definitely did not work. Before that, he had to add them into the API. So now, as you can see, it works perfectly fine. It even collects the sticks that are dropped by the willow trees. We'll get into that later. Also in the bug fix, he took care of fixing mechanism salt blocks being crafted with 4 salt instead of 9, making a duplication bug. Alright, so first thing for 03 is some Pneumaticraft and Magneticraft. Those two trying to say them together gets me every time. Compatibility was done. The main thing for Pneumaticraft that I know of is you can use plastic to make, from Gregtech, to make liquid plastic, which is compatible with the plastic of Pneumaticraft. So that is what this is what you actually need to run to make the plastic for Pneumaticraft. In the it's a mixer thing. I did this the other day. Plastic mixer. There it is. So in this thing, you make your plastic. You can see there, and you can't actually see it in there without it being in the world, but that's where you do it. Something with the way their liquid handler works, it doesn't show recipes to use it. Oh, wait a minute. I can look up plastic, though. Keep forgetting that. There we go. Black plastic, plastic mixer, liquid plastic, and the dyes, and that makes your black plastic. So, the thing with Magneticraft is the carbide ingot is now not craftable with the smushy recipe, as I call it. You can't put tungsten with 8 coal around it, because that would make a duplication bug. So now you have to make the tungsten carbide from Gregtech, or Rotary Craft is what it's going to be if you have Rotary Craft. So you got to use this recipe to make your tungsten carbide. And that's the two main things with the compatibility that I know of. Peanut crops were added, which is this nice little thing right here. And you get a peanut, which is this item here, even with the nice little flavor text typo there, which I already told Greg about. And you can use this to make peanut butter, or you can use it in Pam's recipes here as well. You can juice it, which gives you an 80% chance at ground peanut and 75 peanut butter. Or you can shred it to just get the ground peanut. You can mortar it for 2 small piles of ground peanut, compress it to a plant ball, or squeeze it for a 70% chance of ground peanut, but 100 liters of peanut butter. Now, peanut butter can be put into a peanut butter jar, and this is nuts. It takes 250 liters, so 4 if you juice it, 2.5 if you squeeze it. And then this peanut butter can be used in all of Pam's recipes as you would normally. Crazy's protesting this week because now that's the only peanut butter you can make. You can't make Pam's peanut butter now, which technically is just difference between one juicer and another. Let's see. You can fireproof variants of Gregtech logs. So if you have refractory wax, you can laminate these and make them fireproof. Let's look that up here. There's the fireproof willow planks, and you make them through refractory wax foil or refractory wax plate and the plank in the laminator at 16 HU a tick. So you just have to get the refractory wax from forestry to be able to do that. And let's see, last but not least is this nice tree, which I do notice the leaves do overtake like farmland, saplings that are on the ground. Hi, Crazy. Yes, I am. And so that's, you gotta have a little bit of fun with that with your tree farm here, because it's going to keep knocking out saplings that are already there. Nice thing about willow trees, other than the color, if you like green, is that they give you sticks when you break the leaves. So you'll see if I cut this one down here and back up, that you get sticks on the ground along with saplings and logs. So you won't have to use a lathe to get your sticks if you use willows. You also, if you put the log into the coke oven, you get 2 charcoal. Get through all these recipes. Coke oven, you get 2 charcoal per log rather than 1 from other. And you also get extra creosote. Just see if we go to a regular log here, you get twice the creosote. So willow is better for getting fuel for your coke ovens to make charcoal and stuff for your machines. So if you're using it for that purpose, you definitely want to use a willow tree. I do believe it's the exact same as the great wood trees from Thaumcraft, somebody had said. They do the exact same thing. And I do believe that is it for this week's update. There's not a whole lot else I've seen in the recipes that have changed. The issue with having Rotary Craft and Gregtech together and not being able to take the Rotary Craft sawdust and put it into a Gregtech barrel is still not working. Same with the netherrack. So not really sure what caused it, but that's definitely still there. And now for anybody that is playing with my Bear's Den pack, there has been the addition of Pneumaticraft and Magneticraft, and some recipes have changed. So if you know those 2 mods, make sure you look at the recipes, as we've integrated some Gregtech stuff into it. Like for the generator that you can turn. Which one is it? This one, the pneumatic generator, which is useful when having IC2 installed. You can take the power through there to IC2. We added an MV dynamo and changed the circuits over to T3 Gregtech instead of advanced from IC2. We also changed some recipes in Magneticraft, like the machine casings. Ultima was nice enough to do this for us today. The machine housing is still the same, but when you use it to make the multi-block, trying to find it here, the multi-block chassis, you don't get 9 of them, you get 1 per, just to make balance a little bit better. Plus you're not spawning in 8 of these to make the extra 8 of these, so I thought it just made sense. And there's a few other added things in there, but those 2 are in the pack now. So if you're already having a bit of lag, you may want to take them out. They are definitely not necessary. They're just something to give you a little more things to play with. So, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment here. I'll do the best to answer it to the best of my ability, or forward it on to Greg and get an answer back to you. Or you can send him a message directly in the IC2 forums or on his IRC Gregtech Dev channel. And now, from here at the ShadowTech server, from all of us, have a great day.